Okay, welcome back. We have the setup for the second scenario in Samurai Battles, Commands and Colors. Um, I've changed the way this is displayed, mainly for the video. Obviously these would normally be stood up, but I think it's easier to see on this near side with the Takeda clan. You can see what's a little bit better and what's in each hex. And then the opposite side, it's fine when they're standing up like this because you can clearly see what the counter or the blocks are and what type of unit. It's pretty easy in this one anyway because these are all mounted bowman samurai. In this particular battle, the Takeda blue side has 4 command cards, 1 dragon card, and only 2 honor and fortune counters. And then on the Mori clan side, there's 5 command cards, 1 dragon card, and 4 honor and tokens. So they start with quite a bit of advantage there. And I I don't use any solo CDG system like Stuka Joe and others have devised. I do more Marco's method and just taking a look at one side's cards and then doing what I think is best and trying to forget about what the other side has. The biggest disadvantage with not having a solo system or using a solo system is that there are cards that you'll have that you can use when you're on defense. So you kind of have to check if I'm playing the red side and I play command card and move my units, I'll just double check to see if there's any card on the other side that can be used before they move and then before they do any combat or after the combat. Red Mori clan moves first, and as luck would have it, one of their first order cards is this. And since all they have are red square units, they can move all these. They can move as many command cards as they have. So they'll be able to move and combat all the units they have on the board. Not sure about, let's see. What's interesting is it doesn't say commander, so I think because the commander is starts in a separate hex, that you can't move the commander in this case. You can move the other units, so that'll be interesting. But I still feel like I have to take advantage of that, so we're going to play this card. And just to double check that there isn't any, there's nothing on the Takeda side that they can use. So movement, I'm going to do this a little bit differently because as you can see by this chart, the Samurai Bowman can move 2 hexes in battle in close combat. So, and they can use 3 if they move and use the range. They only get to roll 1 die. So we're going to be pretty aggressive. And I think I'm going to attack We'll move 2 there. These are out of range, so they're going to have to move in range and then do range combat. We'll move the 2. And then we're going to be aggressive and attack here. Can't move the leader. So let's do this attack first. If there is a retreat, which might not be too well, they're green too, so we'll see. We'll roll for that, and we get 3 dice. 1 red, 1 sword, and one flag or banner, retreat banner. So we'll have to remove 1. If we retreat, they can probably attack again, so we're not going to retreat. Plus, I believe they would lose an honor and fortune. We don't have that many to start with, so we'll stay there. We can battle back. We get 2. We need swords. Actually, we don't need sword. We need red squares. We get an honor and fortune in green, so we'll collect an honor and fortune counter. And to focus our fire, we're going to go here and here, so they only get 1. They get a retreat, which they can ignore. 1 die there. They get a blue triangle, that's no effect. And then this close combat here, 3 dice. They get honor and fortune and a retreat. We'll retreat to here, I think. And then they can attack again. We lose 1 honor and fortune for retreating. Yep. Attack a 3 again. And they got 1 sword, so they'll lose 1. And that is it. And now they can battle back, and they'll do with 2. They got a sword and an honor and fortune. And that ends the back a little bit. That ends the red turn. Blue Takeda. Oh, I forgot to. I did not use a dragon card. I'll take. I will take. I've got plenty of honor. Unfortunately, I want to draw another card here. I could discard previous card for more honor and fortune, but I'm going to keep that for now. And then they draw 1 command card. Okay, the blue Takeda side, as luck would have it, they have the triangle symbol, which could help. I could move all 4 of these. I don't have a, let's see, infantry onslaught. The rest is infantry. I've got all bowmen in the front. And I've got a leader card, which means I could move this one and this one. I think I'm going to use the blue triangle symbol, and these can move 2. They can't battle if they move 2, but we need to get them in position. This could get this retreat here is a little bit dicey, but they could get through here. And then this will move 1, and they can battle with 3. So we'll do that. I don't think the blue has, or red has anything to play. So they'll throw 3 dice down. They need red square, or they got 1 red square. And they will battle back with 3. Just an honor and fortune. Okay, and that is, I believe, the end of blue. They will definitely draw honor and fortune because they only have 3 counters. And you need to, at least in my mind, you need to get a little bit of a pool going first before you start playing too many dragon cards. You need to have those for retreats, just in case. Draw. Can't really charge you. Okay, red side. They have a center card, which would be helpful. Serpent command. That's no. Serpent is only helpful when you have more connected units. I could play counterattack, which is, that's not going to help me. I think I'm going to do, I'll do 3 units center, because then I'll be able to move this commander up as well. So if I stay there, I could use all 3 dice in the fire range for these. So I think it's going to be helpful to both of them fire in there. So they're not going to move. They will fire both on here. These guys, this 1, 2, 3, we'll put him in the middle. Okay, 3 dice. Actually, since he's attached, they'll get 4 dice for this roll. Red square, 2 retreats, and the sword does not. It's not affected in long range combat, so they can ignore 1 retreat. So they have to retreat 1. And leave, and then they lose 1 honor and fortune. And then 3 on the other one. Honor and fortune. And that's it, and a retreat. Should have done this one because they could have actually get that would have been stuck as far as retreating. That was kind of stupid. And they lose another honor and fortune for retreat, I believe. Let's see, triangle is retreat 1 hex, lose 1 honor and fortune. Yep. Let's see. That's it for red. They will take a dragon card, and they want to be flexible. I think I have enough honor and fortune, and then replace their command card. Blue Takeda side. They've got a couple leader. This one will be better. Okay. This card, if you can see that, issue an order to units under 1 leader's command, leader's hex, and attached leader in the hex, and up to 4 adjacent link contiguous hexes. So that's very advantageous here. So I actually can do all 4 of these. I could do these 4 or these 4. I think we'll order I think these 4. So movement will go 1 and attack. These guys will go 1, 2, and we'll focus our fire on here and then here. I don't believe red does not have anything. Oh, they do a first strike card, so they're going to play the first strike here. So they've got 4 or 3. They do get a triangle and 2 honor token, honor and fortune tokens, so they'll lose 1. And then they'll battle back with, let's see, they move, yeah, these guys cannot, yeah, they move 2, so they can't battle. That might have been stupid. Okay, you can throw 2 swords and a, ooh, that was bad. So they lose 3 units. That's one thing I've discovered in this game, in this series or this module with the samurai battles, despite the fact that there's more strategy, I think, in this, there's still a good deal of luck involved, especially in the dice rolls. I had one battle where I was looking for the highest number of swords, and one side was rolling 7 dice and the other side was rolling 5, and you were looking for swords. Whoever had the most swords, it was a leader challenge, and I think the one who had 7 rolled 1 sword, and the other one rolled 3 out of 5 dice. So those kind of things can still happen, and of course drawing the cards. But I think the cards in this game, compared to some of the others, Napoleonics and the Ancients, I think the cards balance themselves out a little bit better. Seems like in the other ones, at least when the more I played this compared to the other ones, that I haven't found myself stuck where I'm just not able to do anything. There's always something that seems like you can do. The cards are a little bit better balanced. So I think that the luck part of it has been reduced in that aspect for this module, so I like that. Still got to roll the dice though. Okay, so we did this. We said we're going to concentrate, so we get to roll 4 long range. I think that's green, or maybe it's 3. Yeah, sorry, 3 dice with the leader. An honor and fortune, but now in this case there's a retreat as well. In this case, if you use this to amplify or augment the number of dice you roll, you have to reduce the number of honor and fortune. So I got 1, but I don't get to use that. So the cavalry bowman retreat. Oh, no, they get to ignore 1 flag, that's right. Even without the leader. Okay. And then these fired 3 red square. They got 2 flags, so this time they have to retreat, and the retreat is 1 hex, but they lose 2 honor. We will consolidate here. I had quite a stack here, and this is why you'd try to save a decent amount, so I only lose 2 out of those. Okay, that's it, because they cannot fire or attack. Okay, did not use a dragon card. I'm still a little short on honor. I think I'm going to turn this card in to get more fortune tokens. Now I have a little bit better stack. Okay, leadership card's done. Draw. Forgot to refill. Actually, that doesn't, because I used it at first strike. Now this is where I'm gonna finally use the dragon card. Although now I'm too close. Range combat, great. I guess I could move back, but then I only use. I'll just have to stay there if I eliminate this one, then eventually. But first, I've got to get some orders. I fortunately got another 3 center. Actually, this one is over here, so I can do 2. Actually, we'll use the serpent command, so I'm going to be able to do all 3 of those. They've drawn a first strike, so I think they'll use that here. So they're going to do range combat. They can, because this is not blocked, they can do this one. Let's do that. Now this is interesting because I could use, except I have to use this alongside the command card. It's interesting conundrum here, because if this unit forced them to retreat to here, let's zoom in a little bit, then they can fire range combat, but I can't just throw this down after the fact, so I would have had to play that right away. So we'll just do the firing 3. Remember in this game, and I should say remember, if you haven't played this before, units maintain their strength until they're completely gone, so you don't get a reduced strength because you only have 1 block out of 4 left. So okay, 3 dice. That was the roll. As I said, dice. You roll the dice and this is what can happen in this game especially. Okay, 1 left, but he does not retreat. There's no battle back because it was range combat. I don't think he's long for this world. Okay, well, let's do the 3 here because chances are he's going to be eliminated and then I can attack there. All right, 3 dice. And just like that, no hits. There is a retreat, which they lose 1. They gain 2. It was close combat, so they get to go forward. And they can battle again with 3. This time they got 2 hits, so he's gone. All right, here's the first banner that's been achieved by the Mori clan. And then well, let's attack this one as there's 3 down. They get 4 dice. 2 honor and fortune, 1 red, 1 green. They only get 1 honor and fortune because of the leader enhanced die, and that's it. So 1 banner, fairly successful turn. Takeda's got to get going here, especially with that fire arrows command that's lurking. Okay, get rid of that. We will draw another dragon card. Flexibility. Fill their hand. Okay. They used their first strike. Oh, I did not use the first strike. Can I possibly go back? Because the first one that was here would have been 3 dice. Well, yeah, I'll let him do that. I was intending to use the first strike card for Takeda. So before that, fortunately, that's a great roll for blue, but because they still get full strength, wouldn't have affected that particular battle. So I'm not sure if I would have moved forward, but we'll leave that. Okay. We have a cavalry charge. And we don't have any cavalry. That's gonna be dead. Leadership again. Well, that would give me 2. Infantry onslaught would only give me, well, but they have to be adjacent. These aren't the greatest cards. I'll have to use the leadership card. And then I get these 2 units. Well, they are vulnerable here though. So I think we're just gonna stay where we are and they'll fire there and they're gonna fire there. So the first one, 3. 1 sword. Since it's close combat, that does work. they can go forward, but they're not going to, obviously. And then blue gains a flag or a banner. So it's 1-1. Number 3 is the victory here. And then the other firing is 2 + 1 is 3. Just, we need red. And we got one. So this one's gone. All just like that. Wow. That's too bad. We only need one left for there. So it's going to be close, depending on what happens with the cards for red. Okay. They will definitely draw a dragon card. Personal challenge, yeah, target, but that's not going to help. Another cavalry charge. Ugh. All right, red. We've got an order right, order center. We only have two units left. A hold and shoot, and they fire twice. Ooh. Oh boy. They may not be an adjacent hex. Oh, that's crummy. Wow. It's maybe too good to pass up. I mean, I don't have any cards that are going to be able to activate both of those, so I guess firing twice is the best. And now I can use this finally use a dragon card here. Spend 1. So combination of this, I get to fire twice and 1 additional die. So this should be good. I think, ooh, there's one less here. Actually, there's one less here too, and they're green. I can't see them though. We'll have to do there. We get to roll 5 dice. 1 blue, 2 honor and fortune, and retreat. That's actually not the worst for blue side. So you get 1 honor and fortune. They actually rolled 2 honor and fortune. They get 1. There was a retreat and 1 hit. They will consolidate, try to get closer to the leader. And they lose an honor and fortune token. And then actually 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go here because they will be out of range and they're gonna have to fire there. 5 dice. 1 red, 1 retreat, which they can ignore. I think red squares should be able to ignore flag. And an honor and fortune, which they can't use. Yeah. So they lose 1, and that is it. That was could have been a lot worse. And that's going to help great deal on the Takeda side. I think all they have to do really is focus over here, and might have been better to retreat with this one, as he's going to get swamped this turn. But another worthless card for Mori clan side. Green is not going to help. I mean, you can use it for ordering 1 unit. So, and I only have 2, so it's probably a moot point either way. We've got plenty of those. Might as well get another dragon card. Okay, blue side. Now the question, do they have... They've got infantry onslaught, which is only going to affect one. Cavalry charge is worthless. I mean, you can use it for one unit, but I can only play one card. This one's good because you can draw a dragon card along with drawing 2 command cards, and then so that would be helpful. But I can only fight with 1 here. Just hope for 2 swords. I'm firing with 3 dice. Okay. 2 reds, and that's the game. Just like that. Bam. There's not tons of units on the board for this scenario, but even so, that was about a 30-minute game, which is Commands and Colors games. That's not unusual. And I only needed 3 flags. Sometimes when you need 5, it's going to be a little longer. But that's what happened. I mean, 2 of those reds and you're done. That is actually my second win for Takeda, and I don't know. I think luck played a part in this one, but luck played a bigger part in the last one. It was much closer, but I think charging with those isn't necessarily a great thing. That was probably stupid, because in long range these will be able to affect the blue more, even though you know, from close combat, if you do cause a retreat, you'll be able to get another attack, and that happened once here. But they're kind of unlucky that they had 3 hits on that one unit that ended up being eliminated here. So but that it's a fun game, and I will be checking out many more of the scenarios. There's tons of scenarios. If you haven't taken a look at this, 30, 40 scenarios. So if you just had this one game of any Commands and Colors, this is the one I would recommend. If you just chose one, because there's tons of stuff here. And again, I like a lot of the asymmetry of the setups, but you can't count on the fact that you have more units. You can't count on the fact that maybe you have more elite units. It's strategy first. The luck's going to come in. It'll come into play. But as I said before, I think my strategy of charging with them wasn't the smartest, because they'll definitely be able to get I think trading blows from distance with the Takeda clan. They'll end up coming out ahead more often than not. So it's incumbent, I think you have to make it incumbent upon the Takeda clan to move their spearmen forward, and then see if you can pick them off as they're coming forward, because they can't close combat after moving 2. And that's another part of the strategy with these type of units that can move 2, but they can't battle after 2. They can move 1 in battle. So if you're at a distance, let's say it's like this, you're going to want to move 1, 2 first, and then on the next turn, yeah, you're going to get attacked here if it's long range. But the next turn you can move 1 and then attack. Basically, I would say, and I'm sure most of you played these before, understand that, and I'm still processing all the strategies. You would never want to move these adjacent to a unit after moving 2 times, because then they're going to be sitting ducks on the next turn, on the opponent's turn. So I think I did that at least once in this game, and I was fortunate not to get too whacked on that. So, all right, that's Commands and Colors Scenario 2. Highly recommend getting this game if you can get it for a decent price, and just have some fun with it, whether it's solo or opposed. See you next time.